Hey folks, this is Vent with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly preview Toy Soldiers HD. This is a game that's coming to Steam in September 2021. I do not have an exact date yet. It's worth mentioning that what you're looking at here is a preview build. The code that I was given only grants me access to the first 10 levels, and I will say it is extremely rough around the edges right now. Hopefully all of this stuff will get fixed prior to launch, but I do want to warn you, there are some issues. So, what is Toy Soldiers? Well, Toy Soldiers is a tower defense game where you've got this, I don't know, Toy Soldiers theme. If you've ever played Army Men as a kid, it's kind of similar to that. You'll be able to plop towers down in order to stop enemies from getting from point A to point B, as you would in a typical tower defense game. But you can also take control of any tower that you want. There's even tanks and biplanes in this game that you can take control of on certain levels. Not all the time, just on certain pre-programmed levels. The game itself, like I said, my preview build only had the first 10 levels, so I really couldn't show off a whole lot. The controls in this new HD version are still fixed, meaning there's no way to rebind them. That's one bad thing I have to say about this. During the game, I was given the option to hit F to launch the next enemy wave and hit R to do this barrage ability, but in hitting R or F, nothing happened. So again, my preview build was extremely buggy. In fact, my game crashed on me 2 times in the loading screens prior to me actually being able to play the game. So third time's a charm, luckily, and I was able to start playing it, but there were crashes, there were issues just out the wazoo. But yeah, it's okay for what it is, but like they've enhanced the video, but that's about it. When it comes to everything else, like, they made the game prettier, sure, but the controls are still a little touchy. For example, I typically would use middle mouse button, hold that in, and pan the camera around or tilt the camera around that way. Not the case here, and again, with no rebinds, you're kind of stuck with just whatever the game tells you that you're allowed to do. Toy Soldiers was a cool game when I first played it a long time ago, way back when. This Toy Soldiers HD version, I'm kind of actually disappointed with it. At least with this particular preview version. Again, I want to stress that, the game is coming out in September 2021. This is clearly an early build. I'm hoping that they address some of these things. This seems to be, at least to me, more of a, graphical remake than anything else. They didn't do anything to really improve the game outside of the graphics, at least based on what I've seen. Again, the controls are still a bit wonky. You can't rebind them. Some of the keyboard controls don't work, period. And it's just, I don't know, just kind of a disappointing experience. There's no free look in terms of camera. You're still stuck with a certain degree of pan tilt. So yeah, it's like, it feels like the old Toy Soldiers, just with an HD graphical overhaul. But if you were hoping for improvements, like, for example, the ability to move the camera around 360 degrees anywhere you wanted to, no, you can't do that. It's still very limiting. So I don't want to review it right now because, again, this is still a preview build, but I just want to put it out there that I was disappointed with the preview build. And between the crashes and the lack of other things aside from the HD update, they could have done so much more with this, in my opinion. And I sincerely hope they do prior to launch. If you guys haven't already, subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.